And so off the tip, it's Boston. Here's Tatum into the lane. A rebound by Washington. Mark, we were just talking. P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that and his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor. There you see the creativity. Holiday is so good at reading pick and rolls and breaking defenses down. It's hard to corral him when he's got the ball in those situations.
Now here's Thompson. Up again. Porzingis with the rebound. About 1 minute into the first quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, Coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Washington. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Porzingis. With some arc. A rebound by Washington. And taken away by Brown. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, guys, KP sometimes is just overwhelming. I mean, when he gets good positioning, he sometimes just forces the defense to foul.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here's Gafford. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Outside Holiday. Outside Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 5 now.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that three. Makes that shot look effortless.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now here's White. The kick out to Tatum. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trailed by 8. Left side Davis. Outside Irving. Thompson outside. To the paint. They need this. And Gafford throws it down.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Now here's Davis following the shot by Drew Holiday. And the rejection by Tatum.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, it's so good to see White growing in confidence with his offensive game and not hesitating at all to shoot the perimeter shot.
Now here is Davis. Nothing on the board. Top of the key, Washington. Pass to Gafford. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Boston leading by 6. Three-pointer. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his 3. Here's Dallas to the inside. Stolen by Holiday. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Oley. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Here now is Dinwiddie. Following the three-pointer by Derek White. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Marshall. Dallas needs to get off a shot. That one goes in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Brown. Still scoreless. It's Brown on the wing. It's rebounded by Dallas. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. It's stolen by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Brown throws it down hard.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. It's stolen by White. And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Pritchard. The three from Tatum. And Lively pulls it down. Here's Christie. It's deflected. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Horford inside the line. That's short off the rim. Mavericks trailed by 7. Davis sets a screen. Here's Irving. And he makes good on the layup.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Craig sets a screen. Stolen by Lively. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Christie. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Tatum. There's the drive. No good with the layup.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Craig, good.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Horford, no luck. And it's Davis with the ball for the Mavericks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Tatum. Tatum draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
They grab their own miss. Lively, that's good.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Both teams will make substitutions. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hauser misses. The Mavericks trailing. Out to Thompson. Pass to Irving. Back to Thompson. Shoots the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the re-coverage pay.
Over to the left wing. Here's Thompson. Thompson running the floor.
Energy is important on the defensive end, and Davis provides it in spades.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then threw the foul.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. That one is no good. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. 1:33 left to play here in the half. Over in the corner, Williams, taken away by Holiday. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, D.A., for sure. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And finished off by Brown.
Way above the rim. JB feeling it.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Inside, Gafford. Porzingis with the block. And that's on a bounce. Dallas will retain possession. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 4. Over Holiday. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Tatum down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Porzingis with the block. And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And the Mavericks with possession here. 6-point game. Outside, Davis. The kick out to Irving. Back to Davis. On the wing, Thompson. 5 on the clock. Off target with his 3.
And not allowing Sugar even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson.
Name a move. Tatum's got it. A high IQ offensive player.
He doesn't get the second one. Mavericks trailed by 7. Pass to Washington. Back to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Dallas ball.
Here's Irving.
I love the persistence and consistency and urgency of Holiday's defense. He does not take any plays off.
Now here is Holiday. Outside Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Back to Holiday. And that one, good. Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ballgame right
And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. Pass to Davis. Lets it go from deep. Kyrie Irving, and that's good. Irving's got 5 now.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
Tatum draws the double. Back to Porzingis. And the rejection by Gafford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
Shooting for Dallas, Daniel Gafford.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And here are the Mavericks now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Stolen by Tatum. The finish, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
You've got to be careful around Tatum now. If you're not paying attention, he'll take that ball away from you quickly.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
The 3 from Tatum.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Pass to Thompson. Dallas moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Irving. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Brown outside. Now here's Tatum. 13 points in the game. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Over to the wing. Lively with it.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in position and contesting and challenging the shot without fouling.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Second free throw, no good. Pass to Exum. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics leading by 9. The kick out to Tatum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
So it's the Celtics now. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And it's Brown missing. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Outside Holiday. .136 left to play in the third. Horford has a wide open look. Boston, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Marshall, and he lays it straight in.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Boston, no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
.59 seconds left here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Celtics have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
Dinwiddie wide open. They get it back. Washington. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, I tell you, you look at Washington's motor and his effort, a lot to like about both. I mean, he uses his length and instincts to do a good job on the glass.
Offensive rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs.
The Mavericks getting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And here is Brown. For the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Brown's got 7 points in the game. The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
35.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Celtics leading by 5. And Greg has it in the corner. Pass to Horford. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. A shot off that time. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Irving. And Pritchard pulls it down. And a fast break now for the Celtics. There's Tatum. Tatum finishing off the break.
Got to give credit to Tatum. I mean, adding strength over time, learning how to score through contact on the drive, all positive signs.
Pass to Gafford. Down low. Here's Marshall. He gets it in there.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Irving attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Outside Tatum. Picked by Horford. And the rejection by Gafford. Now Marshall. Pass to Gafford. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Irving missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Greg has it in the corner. Right wing. This one for three. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks trailed by 5. Pass to Christie. To the middle. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Christie. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Irving misses. Pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. And here is Horford. Here's Tatum. Out to the right wing. A wide open look here for Craig. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 4. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd is talking about with his players. Coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing. Keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Now let's get this game even. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
And Davis sends it back. Pass to Washington. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Right side Tatum. And Davis sends it back. And here is Gafford. Goodbye, Porzingis. Stolen by Holiday. To the inside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Gafford. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Washington. Irving up top. To the paint. Here's Gafford. Davis. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Right side Tatum. It's stolen by Davis.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Pass to Gafford. To tie it up. He takes it up and lays it in.
The high basketball IQ of Klay Thompson, finding a better look there.
Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Gafford. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. .104 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Back to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. The tray. A rebound by Washington.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
On the wing, Irving. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. It's tipped. Taken away by Holiday. Now here's Tatum. The screen from Brown. Can they get it? Oh, missed it. And Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Tatum with it. Here's the teardrop. And Davis sends it back.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Gafford. Porzingis can't hit.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Tatum. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington with it. Picked up by Brown. Now here is Davis. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. A minute into overtime of what has been a great game so far. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Out left to the wing. Thompson, high post. Pass to Irving. To take the lead. Here's Davis. I'll miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Boston. Looking to end his cold spell.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Pass to Davis. Down low. Here's Gafford. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Holiday. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
He's basically automatic from the line. Not the guy you want to send there now.
Tatum a screen. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Pass to Gafford. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Here's Irving. Davis sets a screen. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Irving. 6 to shoot. Over Holiday. Good!
AD is the man. Primetime play by a primetime bowler.
Now Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
They recover it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Tatum. A second chance effort. Can't cash in.
Anthony Davis, 3rd personal foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
I don't know if they should actually look for the 3 here. That's a bit greedy. I'd take a good look, even if it's a 2-point basket. Take the high percentage shot.
Here's Tatum. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Here's Tatum. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that